Hey, it's Harry. I'm here at the Austin Festival and very, very honored to be here with Congressman Adam Schiff, who I think all the time back to the prescient moment at the end of impeachment one when you said, Congressman, if you don't convict, he will do again and again and again. And it turned out to be really a historic observation and an accurate one. I'm wondering now, here in September 2022, if it feels to you, between the multiple DOJ investigations, your own committee, and other actions, including the New York AG, if the tide is actually turning or it's too soon to sort of say.
I think it's probably still too early to tell. There's no question that the cumulative effect of our hearings exposing all of his malfeasance and incitement of that attack on the Capitol and these multiple investigations, the terrible dereliction of duty that we see at Mar-a-Lago with the reckless handling of those top secret documents, is affecting the public view of him and bringing him down. But nonetheless, I think he's still going to have to be beaten. I'm not counting on any prosecutor to rescue the country from this predicament and the danger that he poses. That may happen, but I think prudently we ought to expect he's going to have to be beaten at the polls again. And happily, I think more people are getting a sense of just how dangerous this amoral human being is.
Let me ask you one prosecutor question, nevertheless, because you were for many years a prosecutor in Los Angeles. We just had a discussion about the DOJ, and we're talking about the relative merits or demerits of the Mar-a-Lago case that's just kind of come up out of nowhere since last month versus the whole sprawling January 6th matters that the committee has really brought to light. If you could put your prosecutor's hat back on, where do you think you would be most interested in going? This is just a hypothetical.
Well, I would be most interested in what cooperation are we getting, can we get from people who can connect the serious mishandling of those documents, the danger of their exposure, directly to Donald Trump. That is, what was his role? What was he telling people? What was his knowledge? What was his active participation? I certainly think it's likely that someone will be indicted. Maybe some ones will be indicted as a result of having these documents, floating around Mar-a-Lago and jeopardizing sources and methods. But the question is, what evidence ties them directly back to Donald Trump? And that's the evidence I would be most interested in as a prosecutor.
Yeah, and I won't ask your opinion on this, but just to say, we spent a lot of time talking, would you give Mark Meadows immunity? And it probably would take you back to your prosecutorial days. I would just be remiss if I didn't thank you on behalf of Talking Fed listeners for your yeoman work over the last several years, essentially keeping the light of democracy and the rule of law alive. You've earned everyone's historic admiration.
Well, thank you very much. And right back at you. I appreciate the way that you bring these issues to light and you help explain them to the public, complicated, often legal concepts, constitutional concepts. So I admire your work, and it's always wonderful to join you.
Godspeed, Congressman Schiff.
Thank you.